Hey dude, welcome to my Cold Steel Tiger Karambit review. You see, is a Karambit style blade. This is traditional way to hold the Karambit is within the ring, reverse grip. And the Karambit is an ancient design. They say it's based on a tiger's claw. Right, and you see this is a 5-inch blade, Aus 8 steel, needle sharp. Oh, I'm gonna freak out the camera. Let's show you the edge. It's like a needle, right? And razor sharp. And you got a Kraton coated handle right there. Thumb ramp. All right, some finger grooves in the ring. Excellent grip. This way, in the ring, or if you maybe your hand is small or whatnot. Alright, so let me show you the sheath this comes with. It's a Cold Steel Secure X sheath. There's a clip there. Eyelets all around the periphery of the sheath. Alright, and it's, it snaps in. Retains it securely. Silently, doesn't rattle. Alright, and deployment is pretty easy. Alright, so that's the sheath. Now, Cold Steel is pretty much known for selling things that are basically, collectibles, but also weaponry. This is one of the, this would be one of the most effective weapons that they sell, in my opinion, because the forward curving tip, it's for tip slashing as well as for close cutting, pressure cutting, draw cutting, slitting. All right, definitely. It's also very dangerous to the user. You need to be very careful. I've heard from literally half a dozen of my subscribers have told me their personal stories. They basically buy this and they took it out of the box and they started just horsing around with it, and there was blood all over the place. So unless you're trained to do it, don't just fool around with a blade like this, because it's very unforgiving. I'm warning you, dude, there's going to be blood all over the place if you horse around. But yeah, extremely effective, for what it's sold as. Now, my overall thoughts on the Cold Steel Tiger. It is larger than almost all the other Karambits out there. A lot of Karambits are like 2-inch blade length. This is a 5-inch blade length, all right? So make sure that you're able to carry something like that and that that's the size that you truly want. As for the grip it gives an excellent grip. The thumb ramp, the finger choil, the ring, it's all very ergonomic. The texture, I have no complaints on the grip. The blade itself, razor sharp, needle pointed, excellently done, I must say. The steel is Aus 8. You're not going to need a super expensive steel for something like this, because it's not meant as any sort of, it's meant as a one-purpose blade. Now, if you're worried about can you do tricks with it, can you do extensions? Yeah, actually the ring on this is very good for that. It's not overly thick, right? But again, you really shouldn't do that unless, a lot of people do it with the sheath on it, or they tape up the blade, right? But don't do that without expert supervision. But if you're wondering if it's good for that, yeah, I found it was very good for that. Right? And by the way, I do Filipino martial arts, so I do know of what I speak regarding a Karambit. With bladed weapons, there's really 3 ways you can go. There's daggers, specialized thrusting weapons, and then there's the opposite, specialized slashing weapons, and then there's stuff like bowies that do a little bit of both. The Karambit is like a specialized tip slashing weapon. It's basically, you could almost say it's the ultimate slasher. And of course, it's very good for close pressure cutting as well. All right, so that's what it's, when you're categorizing weapons, that's what it's specialized towards. It's anti-grappling, and as far as striking, it's like the ultimate slasher. Alright, so I hope you never ever have to use such a thing. I hope you're just collecting it. And I hope you enjoyed the video, getting a closer look at this blade. Stay tuned for many more. I'm out of here, dudes. Peace out.